I believe I have sound. Let's wait for people to come in. I think I got sound now. I think. Can't guarantee that. I wanted to go without this stupid headphone thingy. Oh, so frustrating, so annoying. Oh, so frustrating, so annoying. Eh. Let's see who comes back, if anybody comes back. Freaking idiot. Working! Thank you, Carla. Yay! Oh, okay. I don't want to knock it out either. I was hoping to do this like without the headphones and stuff like that, but it is what it is. Considering like I haven't done this in a really long time, except for Loopy Lisa when we did. Yay! Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that, guys. Um, it's kind of a lot of things that's been going on with me, hence why I have not been on YouTube. I'm totally going to talk about Johnny Depp, Amber Heard, everything I know in regards to that trial because it's coming up really, really soon, like April 11th soon. And I've been watching a lot of stuff about it. It's just that I've been so crazy busy with everything. I really only have one person in here, like, but it's okay. If that's you, Carla, I appreciate you, or Jonathan, either one. I'm just frustrated that the last one didn't work. Oh well, such is. Anyway, um, I've been going through a lot due to the fact that I have my port now. So I've been thinking everything in the world is going to be much easier when it comes to getting done, doing things like that. Thanks, Carla. I appreciate that. I do. And that's fine because I don't need a lot of stuff that's going on around. I just don't want it. You know that. You know how I am. But anywho, I go to the doctor. Today's Thursday, so it was on Tuesday. I go to the doctor, and they decided they were going to put something in my spine. So they were trying to get my veins and get it. And I said, well, I got a port. Well, they're like, yeah, well, we're not port certified. I'm like, the nurse looks at me, goes, well, I am. And the other nurse is like, well, oh God, we all are. But yeah, we just don't do that here. So instead, I get stuck about 15 times. And I'm not lying when I say that. In my left hand, in my right hand, in the arms, in my feet. And every vein that they came across, they blew, which just means that I was unbelievably dehydrated. Shock, oh, shock. So, I've talked with my doctor, and my doctor is pretty happy now at the fact that I don't have to now go to the hospital for hydration. I don't have to go and do all the things that is expected of you, such as going to the hospital when you're feeling really bad and when you're feeling like sluggish and things like that. So I went to my gastroparesis doctor yesterday. She's decided that she believes I need a weekly infusion of vitamins, minerals, and fluids. Couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. I just don't want to be in a hospital setting due to the fact that I have the port now. We can do this from home once a week. I'm like, no way. She's like, yeah. I'm like, this is a game changer. This is a huge game changer for me. That like I don't have to go to the hospital when I need hydration or when I'm dehydrated or I'm puking so much. I just gotta call my doctor. My doctor can send somebody here and have that done instead of going to the hospital. So for me, getting the port was a huge success for me. Huge. Like super happy with it, super thrilled with the fact that I got the port. Um, hey, Diamond Cutter, how are you, sweetie? Um, yeah, just talking about the fact that I've been through a lot lately, and I just haven't gone live. I haven't talked about it. It's just been shit after shit after shit that's been going on in my house, but good shit, not bad shit. Thankfully, God, thankfully. As a matter of fact, um, something really new happened. It wasn't planned, but I got a new car. Pretty much new car. It had 20,000 miles on it. Still smells like a new car. And it's like part like sports car. So if you hit the sports, I am not meant to have sports car engine whatsoever. I'm sitting there like, and it goes like this, and I'm like, no, 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 that's not for me. I'd just rather be normal, doing my normal thing. So between this time and that time, I'm like, all right, I'm going to sell my van. I had a minivan. I had a 2012 Town and Country uh, Chevrolet van. Freaking loved that van. Loved it. Yes, I do. It's like I said, Carla. It's not really new. It's kind of somebody I took it, bought from a family member, but they couldn't use it anymore. So I was like, okay. They're like, why don't you use this and sell your old car? So I guess that was last Wednesday, and my mother-in-law was here, and she put it on Facebook, and she's like, so looking at the Kelly Blue Book value of the van, and she's like, no, 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 people are really, really in dire need of a, hey, Lone Wolf, how you doing? People are really, really in looking for affordable used cars. And I guess, if you're a young family looking for something affordable, new, something good, uh, my Town and Country was great, but I put it slightly above what the Kelly Blue Book value was. And I mean, it went like that. Like I went to the drugstore, came home, 20 messages. Drugstore I can walk to, but I drove. And I'm like, oh my God. So I had a guy who was like, please, please put this on pending, put it on pending, please. I want this. I had people constantly messaging me that they wanted the van. And I'm like, I I did not expect this at all. I didn't expect people who wanted a used van. I know how the housing market's going and the houses that I live in. They're in a very good neighborhood, but they're affordable living, like for most people. For some people, you'd be like, holy crap, you pay that much for like where you live. Location, location, location. Like it, unfortunately, where I live, I've always lived in this area. So I only know the prices of like New York City, Philadelphia area codes and the codes around it. I've never moved like away from this area. That's probably the only thing I regret is not living someplace else besides here. Yes, he wound up buying it, Carla. He did. My husband and I met with him last Saturday and he test drive it. He's like, this is great. And I'm like, it was like kind of bittersweet because I freaking love that car. I wasn't really ready to get away from it. I'm like, this is a great car. Take good care of it. I loved that car. I really did. So that happened last week, and we had my anniversary last week, which is on St. Patrick's Day. My husband and I went out, and we had a great time at an Irish bar close to here. It was awesome. The day of our anniversary, I wound up like not feeling good. We had like a couples massage. Yeah, somebody called out sick and we were like the first people, so we didn't even get like the notice. I was so mad that I didn't speak. If I'm not speaking, I'm mad. And there was like nothing I knew that I could do about it. But I'm like, this is our anniversary. We didn't go away. We thought, okay, we'll do this, this, this. And I get someone, yeah, they called out sick. Sorry. And I'm like, so I started asking questions and I realized doesn't matter. The person who was scheduled to massage the two of us wasn't there. So we're like, all right, whatever. So I don't even think we rescheduled. I don't even know what the hell we did. He wound up taking care of it from that point on because I couldn't talk. So yeah, that's when you know like I'm really mad. You can't talk. I'm like, it's our freaking anniversary. We couldn't get away, so we decided to do like a staycation, and even then it was like so for our anniversary, we wound up going to the place I just went to for lunch right now. Um, and we love that place. It's like a pancake house and tavern. It's the coolest place ever. And I'm like, I don't know whoever thought of combining this pancake house that's local here and putting a bar in it was such a genius idea. I'm like, oh my God, total genius idea, completely. And so that's where I went for lunch, came home. I've been wanting to do this for a while. I've been wanting to go live and I haven't just because there's just been a lot going on and there's been a lot going on with me. So with the kids, like my both of my kids are in theater, their lives honestly revolve around theater. So hence that's why I've been so busy. Theater day for my girls, well, at least for my oldest daughter who's in the high school play, which is coming up, which is the Princess and the Pea or something like that. Or no, Once Upon a Mattress, it's called. So I think I'm going to it like 2 times in a row. And then after that, we'll see. All right. Kind of got into a lot of different stuff, but I wanted to go over what I wanted to go over with you was the whole Johnny Depp Amber Heard. As most of you know, I've been following this, watching this for a long time. Just because like I've taken a break, I didn't stop following this whole Johnny Depp Amber Heard. Um, it's interesting. It's interesting because there's a lot of things that happened that are the Lone Ranger. Oh wait, the movie The Lone Ranger, because there's an actual show called The Lone Ranger. So that, but that's even outdating myself. So I don't even know. Anywho, with that, they're big, and it will be televised. This is going to be live. You can watch this. I can't wait. I can't wait that they allowed this to be televised. I cannot wait. It's like I said, it's going to be starting April 11th, 2022. You've got people who have to testify, such as Elon Musk, James Franco, Jason Momoa. Um, I mean, Hollywood at its finest will all be in this courtroom because some one way or another they're involved. Now, which is cracking me up, Amber Heard, I guess I could say her because I mean, she kind of like talks, I'm a small channel. She's not going to give a crap about me. But then there's a guy who is a bigger guy who talks about Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, and that is Tug from That Umbrella Guy. This girl has got the audacity, and there are a couple of other creators who are involved that she's brought up to the court that have been quote unquote bots against her, aka Tug from That Umbrella Guy. Don't believe Tug is a bot at all. No. Um, Tug's been covering this story since the very beginning, since before the whole London trial happened. And that's where I got like really involved, was when I started watching the London version of this trial. And it wasn't, which this is where everybody gets confused. The London trial was about Johnny Depp and the Sun, about them calling him a wife beater, whatever. That was the reason why that went to court and why Johnny sued. This is the bigger one. This is the one that everybody's been waiting for. This is the one which I don't know why Hollywood has backed her. I don't know why Hollywood wants to run with her narrative, because there's no freaking way in the world that these people in Hollywood even give they know 1000% she's guilty. They do, because us little mere peons know she's guilty. So I have no doubt that everybody in Hollywood is well aware, but they have to be nice to her due to their job or whatever it may be. But they have to be nice to her. And I don't understand, like, people have quit on her. Like, one of the Me Too movement lawyers, she just went out and backed away because she knew Amber was lying. She knew she's been lying from the beginning. But the whole thing that really has me going is, like, you see Johnny Depp, and everyone's like, oh, well, Johnny Depp's got all this money, this, that, and the other thing. Okay, he's older than Amber. So, yes, he's got more money than Amber because he's been around longer than her. But that girl went in there. This girl knew what she was doing. Look at her past. Look at the guys that she picks. Any of the guys that she picks always has some kind of connection to bigger things. This is my personal opinion. I do not believe the girl's straight. I don't know whether she's pansexual or if she's a lesbian, or she's definitely not straight. She's definitely not straight. Um, she's just an angry person. And I don't care for her. I don't care for her, anything that goes on with her at all. Honestly, when I watch a movie, then I'm like, oh, God, she's in this. Damn it. Damn it. But I've been watching and following this from Tug, from That Umbrella Guy, and Popcorn Planet, all these other people who have been following this case and have been following what's to come and how interesting this court case is actually going to be for anybody to watch. Hey, Angel's Beauty. Oh, yes. I am talking about the case. It's televised. It's going to be televised. You are going to watch it live from where? I don't know where, but I will find it out between now and then. If I could stream it, I totally will. But I'm not that smart when it comes to computer stuff. I could do this. There's certain things I could do. There's a lot of things I can't do, and that's okay. I'm just not that smart when it comes to computers. My kids are way smarter than I am when it comes to computers. It's kind of crazy. Um, so no, I am looking forward to this starting on April 11th. I'm looking forward to everything to come out and see how she tries to explain some things, because there are a lot of people who've been subpoenaed in this whole case. And like I said, the list is out there. Let me see if I can find it. If I can find it, then I can pull it up, and that would be even better. All right, hold on. And the funny thing is, with all of this going down, like, what is it? The movie studio. What is the movie studio that I don't know why I'm not thinking of it. The movie studio that they both work for, which was Same people who do Harry Potter. God damn it. Why am I not thinking of it? The Harry Potter movies, does anybody know or remember the name of the company, of the movie company? Is it Universal? Is it, I know it's not Universal. No, I don't think it's Paramount either. Damn it. Um, yes, he was in the movie with the Fantastic Beasts. So whatever the Fantastic Beasts, whoever made that movie, I don't know why I'm not thinking of it. It's driving me nuts. It's the same people. Um, Hold on. Um, it's not Stanley. I'm not going, but whoever deals, it's not Disney. It's not Universal. It begins with an H, and I can't remember why I can't think of it. It's driving me nuts. Um, Aquaman. Aquaman. I mean, if anybody, Aquaman, Fantastic Beach. Hold on, let's see if I can find this out. It's Warner Brothers. Thank you. Why was I thinking it was an H? I have no idea. Thank you, Ageless Beauty. Yes, Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers is now taking a few steps back because they have no idea how this is going to turn out. So these so-called companies like to be what they think is the right side of history. No one really knows that yet. No one knows, I mean, how. So, okay, the being on the right side of history for Warner Brothers was because Amber Heard called him a few names and accused him of being a few names. He's automatically considered that person without due process. How's that fair? So Johnny Depp loses his job with Warner Brothers, not because he didn't have the support. Support was always there. It's because Warner Brothers felt we have to support Amber Heard because we have to listen and we have to believe every female. I'm going to tell every female should be believed when they're telling the truth. There are people who lie, female or male. Doesn't matter which genitalia you have. You may not need to have any genitalia. Everybody lies. Hey, Red Rum Media. Everybody lies. Okay? Including a woman who could say a guy beat her so she could become this, I don't know, prophet of the 2022s. I don't know what it is. I don't know what this woman wants. I don't know what her end game is. She's rich enough. She's doing movies. That wasn't good enough. That wasn't good enough. She needed to marry Johnny Depp, have to lie on him, lie after lie after lie after lie after lie. And if anybody who has ever followed this whole court case knows how many lies she's been caught in, everything, nothing, not one thing that Amber Heard has said. Maybe I was wearing this or I was in the middle of this. But otherwise, anything like that, anything, you can't believe her. She lies like a rug. She's oh, she's an unbelievable liar. And she gets away with it. So, if anybody who saw the London trial and saw that she felt the need to come out and say something on the steps in London, it was really weird. That wasn't your court case, honey. Your court case is against Johnny which will happen in the United States. Well, no, 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 no. Well, Amber figured, and she begged and pleaded with the judge. I look, Johnny was guilty in England, so he should be guilty here. So there doesn't need to be a trial. Judge's like, yeah, no. And she's come back and forth on why this case should not move forward because of this, that, and the other thing that benefit her. Judge is not having any of her shit. Thank God. Thank God. Because I do believe the judge in London, England, I do believe that judge was bribed, took the bribe. That's why it went in her favor. My opinion, it's how I feel. Hey, Mr. Shannonite, good to see you. I'm not going to lie. Warner Brothers made the first move a little different from the Christopher Reeve. It wasn't good. They should have added more Superman movies. Well, see, here's the thing with Superman movies. Superman movies, like the original Superman movies, were amazing. Christopher Reeve was amazing. That cannot be repeated. But how many times can we repeat a Batman movie? It's weird how this all gets brought up within the Marvel comic community as part of everything else that goes on. Because a lot of people who I know who are comic book lovers who have their own, channel, they follow this as well. And we've all been following it, I guess, because it had to do with Marvel, and you're dealing with Warner Brothers, which all deal with all that kind of stuff. And so Johnny Depp, he loses his job from the Fantastic Beast because they asked him to resign, which was bullshit. And they know it. They know it. And that's why they're kind of slightly backpedaling at the moment. I like Iron Man too. I just watched it like not that long ago for the first time. But I like Robert Downey Jr. There's another guy who literally was at the bottom and moved himself all the way back up to the top. And I admire the man for it. But yeah, so this whole thing will be going down April 11th. I don't know where it will yet be televised. Well, I do not believe it'll be on our media as we know it on TV, but I'm sure some streaming service, somebody will have it. And God knows I'm going to be paying that streaming service for those courtroom. I will totally. I cannot wait to watch this. I have been waiting forever, and it was supposed to be last year, if you all remember. I'm glad it wasn't a year ago because it gave Depp a little bit more time to prepare after he saw the bullshit that happened in London. He's like, well, now I see which way she's going to go with this. And he came at her from, I think, each and every possible direction, especially where all the money didn't go to and from the dates it didn't go to. I cannot imagine the ACLU or the Children's Hospital. I think that's the same. I'm not the ACLU and Children's Hospital of, I think it's California. They're not going to lie for her behalf. If they didn't give her the money, they didn't give her the money. But from what I heard, this is rumor. Rumor has it that it was more Elon Musk gave her money to put in, which is stupid. Why did you just take Elon Musk's money from the begin with? The things that she does doesn't make sense. And everything that she does is to try to bury Johnny all the time. That's all she wants to do is bury him. And I can tell you right now, on YouTube, and I'm only going by what I see from videos, before they shut down the dislike button the amount of any video that she might be in, the amount of dislikes compared to likes, and I'm saying any video had a thumbs down, way more over the amount of thumbs up. I mean, like double, triple, even more than that sometimes. Why? Because they didn't want to see that most people knew what the hell was actually really going on. Same shit that kind of goes on in our government. Things are hidden to us all the time. But some of us kind of know, maybe, don't know, not sure. I don't talk politics because I'm not going to actually pretend like I know what the end game of these politicians want. So I don't know. But I just know not to trust them. That's all I know. I don't trust any of them, not a one. That's how I live by. So I'm going to keep up with that. I am also seeing um, about who's going to be called, who actually has to testify, and who just has to give some kind of written kind of form. I can tell you right now, James Franco has to testify. And if I'm not mistaken, I do believe Elon Musk has to testify. And they're all in it for her. I don't know how this is going to go. I really don't. Like, I can only hope and pray that they don't lie, um, and the actual real truth comes out, and that this isn't like everybody trying to figure out how to follow the starlet socialite celebrity and get on her side. If I felt that she was telling the truth, I'd be on her side. She's a liar. Just look at everything she's ever said. Anything that's come through the courts, from as far as Australia when her dogs got, taken from her, to all, she's just a pathological liar. She's a pathological liar. And I'm safe with saying that. I don't know the woman. I know nothing about it really, but I have been following her, this court case, as well as her attitudes when she was on set with Aquaman 2. Her attitude just amongst everything. She's a scumbag. She's the lowest of the low. She is what she did in Johnny Depp's bed. Her own bed, actually, whether it was her or a friend. But it was no damn dog that did that. And that's been proven because the shit in bed was human, not canine. So once I find out more what's going on with that, listening to a lot of things that's going on, I do hope we see what's coming to her, because good's got to prevail, guys. And she's not a good person. That I can honestly tell you for a fact. Anybody who's ever been involved with this woman, and I'm being super nice by calling her a woman, because in my eyes, she's a bitch. That's just me. And the amount of lies that has piled up, she's not going to remember the lies she told every single day to different people who wrote it down. So I'm praying she will dig her own hole and lie in it. That's literally how I feel. And I just hope our court system will be partial and will not show favor to one specific party or another. I just want it to be fair. And, when somebody looks at a court case and they can see what's going on, and when it's come to this court case, I don't know. I can only hope that they'll come through and it'll be obvious. That's it. So, with that being said, I'm going to jump off of here. My kids are going to be home soon. And then I got to go get my daughter from the play practice, because as of next week, it'll finally be over. Then we have the intermediate schools play, and then we're done as theater parents for the year, at least we think. Who knows? Okay, it's been fun coming back. It's getting back into the swing of things. It's not easy once you haven't done this in a while. And it's much easier to do it with somebody else on here than you're just yourself. Yeah. All right. With that, bye everyone. Thank you so much for listening. I will be around later. Well, if I will be around later, maybe tomorrow. Definitely be around tomorrow. Once again, another doctor's appointment, and then once that's done, at least it'll be the weekend. Thank God. Bye, guys. Bye, Simon. Bye, Carla. Bye, Jonathan.